Of course, I said the future is bright, and I have no doubts about it. But the brighter it is, the more competition it attracts, and that is probably particularly true in the verticals. The job vertical, in particular, is in many countries, many markets, very competitive. Because it is much more complex than the typical, than the other verticals. I mean, we're more nowadays talking about e-recruiting along the complete value chain of recruiting than just putting into contact a job seeker with an employer. So given the fact that it's a much more complex value chain, it gives a lot of opportunity for various players with different focus along the value chain. So that makes the job vertical a very special one with a lot of room for disruption and competition. That's what we've seen in the past. I mean, think of Monster in the US that used to have I think like 60 or 80% market share in the late 90s, and they were down to 25% after Career Builder launched their offering. So it's very difficult, I believe, in the job market to maintain a leadership position, probably more so than in generalists or in other verticals. Yeah, well, of course we are looking at mobile as an extremely meaningful development, and we see that basically the only limit or the only determinant factor in the growth of mobile usage is the quality of our products. Whenever, and I think I mentioned earlier that we are present in 30 different markets in 20 different countries, wherever we have started offering good mobile products, we have seen usage pick up at a tremendous speed. In several of our markets, mobile usage now makes up more than half of total usage, which means mobile usage is bigger than desktop usage. And the only thing you need to do to this is offer a very good product on mobile. By nature, every classified category is a winner-takes-all type of business, because I mean, buyers and sellers want to meet buyers want to go where there are the most sellers, and sellers want to go where there are the most buyers. So at some point in the development of any market, one leader will emerge. That's what we really systematically believe in. Maybe, as I said earlier on, with the exception of jobs, because of the particular complexity of the jobs business, which is more than just classifieds, and that's the reason why. But if you look at pure classifieds businesses, by nature, a leader will emerge at some point. And once a leader has emerged, what is the value added of an aggregator? There is nothing else to aggregate. You know, if you look at the French example, there would be nothing else to aggregate than Le Bon Coin. If an aggregator wanted to do business in France, at least 90% of the volume would be Le Bon Coin. So why should I go to the aggregator? So aggregators can play a role and do some business in that phase in the development of a market in which no clear leader has emerged yet. But at some point, they will not be able to maintain themselves. Mobile is probably the enabling technology that is the most likely currently to lead to disruption, which is why we are being so active and aggressive on mobile. Else than that, you know, there are many things that we're looking at, different business models, or trying to reverse the logic of, you know, I'm offering a product and waiting for potential sellers to come. Could this be reversed? Could this be demand-driven rather than supply-driven? I mean, there are all these sort of, or what social media can bring into the classified space. But so far I have not seen anything really specific come out of this. But we are constantly observing this in order to spot them when they come up.